The aforementioned Trump attended a meeting of the White House Opportunity and Revitalization Council, and he took the opportunity to revitalize his complaints about immigrants.
We have a stupid system of courts. It's the craziest thing in the world. We could be the only country that has it. You put a foot on the property. You put a foot into the United States. Congratulations. Go get Perry Mason to represent you.
You couldn't find a more current reference than Perry Mason? I mean, for Pete's sake, at least Matlock was in color. Now, if you remember, just last week, Trump tweet-threatened to close the border, writing, "If Mexico doesn't immediately stop all illegal immigration coming into the United States through our southern border, I will be closing the border or large sections of the border next week." Well, that tweet was last week, which means next week is this week. And it turns out Trump's threat was weak because after he thought it through today, he revised that plan.
We're going to give him a one-year warning, and if the drugs don't stop or largely stop, we're going to put tariffs on Mexico and products, in particular cars. We're going to tariff the cars. The cars are very big.
The cars are very big. They're more like small trucks or very big motorcycles tied together. We're talking autos mas grande, or as they say, carlupas.
Sometimes with all the turnover in Trump world, I sometimes get sad that we don't have big characters like Steve Bannon or Sean Spicer to make fun of anymore. But today, we got some big news about 2012 presidential candidate and man who's ready to slip out of this tie and into a martini, Herman Cain. Today, Trump revealed that the former CEO of Godfather's Pizza was his pick for the Federal Reserve.
I've recommended Herman Cain. He's a very a terrific man, a terrific person. He's a friend of mine. I have recommended him highly for the Fed. I've told my folks that that's the man.
And there's only one thing to say to that.
Shucky ducky.
The best. The best.
It's a classic, I guess. Something like that.
Now, if you don't know what that means, shucky ducky, as somebody who covered Herman Cain in the 2012 election, I can tell you, I don't know what that means either. But I do know Herman Cain was quite a character back in the day. For example, he told one interviewer that he was ready for whatever the media threw at him.
I'm ready for the gotcha questions, and they are already starting to come. And when they ask me who's the president of you, Becky, Stan, I'm going to say, you know, I don't know. Do you know?
Yes. Yes, I do. I believe it's Premier Kazimir Oleg Hamana, Ooga boing. And who can, His Excellency, Hamana. And who can forget the end of Cain's commercial in which he spent almost 10 seconds slowly smiling. That's either a kind of creepy ad for a political campaign or a very creepy ad for Invisalign. Now, Cain's an unusual choice, but it's no surprise that Trump wants to shake up the Fed. After all, he has been complaining for months about their monetary policy, and he even tweeted, "The only problem our economy has is the Fed." But let me remind you, most of Herman Cain's business experience comes from running a pizza chain. Evidently, Trump thinks Fed is short for fettuccine. But this may never happen because it is unclear whether Mr. Cain will clear the background check because his presidential campaign came to a screeching halt after several women came forward with accusations of sexual harassment. But it was a simpler time when Republicans accused of sexual harassment stepped down in shame. Also, when Republicans were capable of shame. We've got a great show for you tonight.